Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Coleman now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
The ball carrier.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they'll send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They went 3-and-out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that content.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
For the point after.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over first and 10.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
He's a second-round pick, a solid second-round pick. But when you're close to that first round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a first-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some teams in the league that had first-round grades on him.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Although it's more commonplace now than at any other time in the NFL, it's still tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback right into the fire week 1. But guess what? He handled the fire awfully well and threw his first touchdown pass.
The extra point forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Coleman now to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, Johnson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Patriots first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what you're looking for, the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
That is caught at the 7. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check three.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Patriots have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The throw over the middle taken in. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
A loss of 7.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
1st and 10. At their
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a catch right side by Evans.
The pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw here. Johnson with a completion over the middle. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
That's good.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And 4 at the 18-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. So we have reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they start the second half with Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Johnson. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
22 yards.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. On second down now, Dobbins. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
The pass. Fumble on the play.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get down.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Johnson, oh, it's poked free. Football's out. It's going the other way. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure.
After reviewing the play,
the fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half. Yeah,
and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it, because you're running away from people on it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Ball carrier brought down at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Riverhogs 10.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
The kicker.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out right at the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Thought they'd run the football there on 3rd and inches, decided to try to pass it, and obviously it did not pay off.
Yeah, that is conventional wisdom. You don't have far to go to pick up the first down. I wonder if they overthought it a little bit. Thought maybe they'd catch them napping and get a big play over the top. Instead, the sack occurred.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Number 5, Patrick Queen.
Here's Johnson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
At their own 25.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 7 yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
The pass.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
A gain of 11.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st down.
They'll look to throw again.
Pass interference. Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Gain of 17 yards.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Back to throw now on 1st down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 17 yards out. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And this is secured by the Patriots. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's got his man on the crossing route. That's good. A good pickup there at 22.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The pass.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. The quarterback is... And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Third down. Third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for his wideout. Brings up fourth down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
38.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Pats, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home